Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here, and welcome to episode 19 of Let's FIFA 13. Because you guys said on the last episode you wanted to see another episode today, so that is what is happening here. So I go into the first game of this episode, which is the final of the Gold Cup. And I come up against a pretty nice Premier League side, not everyone in the right position or formation, but still a pretty strong side, and I did have a hard time against this guy. I couldn't really get any skill moves going whatsoever. And you see, that was pretty much my only chance with skill moves in the first half, and he managed to get in front just before half time. So I went into the second half thinking there's 2,000 coins and a gold pack for prize money for winning this game because it was the final. So I decided I better try and win this game to get the prize of the tournament. And as you can see, I get a pretty quick equalizer and I get the ball straight from kickoff. A nice scoop lob there into the box, but I do not manage to score. And then work again from McGeady and Wellington, getting through and goal there. And as you can see, he contains me and there's a lot of space in the middle. I find Wellington and he makes it 2-1. And that's pretty much how the game ended. After I scored that goal, I went out and did skill moves, but I just couldn't get any chances whatsoever. So nothing happened after that goal really. But I did win the final and I got a gold pack, as you can see here, but nothing good in it. So I decided to send the contracts to my club and the players as well, and then listed a few things as well. And after that I went out and got a bunch of players because one of my subscribers named Nato Safi X, who did play on Xbox, but he got on PlayStation and decided to play Ultimate Team there. So he asked me if I wanted to get his squad, and of course I said yes, and a huge thanks to him. And I'll leave the link for his channel in the description so you guys can go and say thanks to him as well. So as you can see here, I get a bunch of Serie A players into my club here. And I tend not to sell on my players when I build a squad because I love having a bunch of players in my club so I can make hybrids once I get further into the game. So I still have Pirlo and Lamela and Rubinho in my club. So as you can see here, I decided to take some of the players I got and fill off the remaining gaps just to complete the Serie A side. And I did think of using Snyder, but he was in the center forward position, and converting him would prove a bit expensive as I wanted to build a different squad by selling on the players. So as you can see here, I complete the Serie A side by, in the end, replacing Montolivo for Guarin, who got some pretty good pace and pretty good stats for a center mid. And then I went on to sell all the players. As you can see here, I ended up getting 142k. And then I went out and picked up Balotelli, Asaidi, Sessegnon, and a bunch of Premier League players because I would like to try out a Premier League squad and see how they play. And then I go out and pick up two position conversion cards, one for Sessegnon and one for Juan Mata, who I really wanted to try out because he seems to be a pretty good player. Then I went out and picked up Lennon. Not quite sure about him. Then picking up Kabul and Mbia, Walker, and De Gea. I wanted to get Valencia instead of Lennon, but I still needed to have some coins left for the final player of the squad, which you'll see me getting in a moment after applying some formation cards. Because what I did, I sold on Lubasa for 10k coins because I had about 10k on the web app, which I could transfer over, and in the end get a Clichy for my left back. And that's the squad. On goal, De Gea. Not the best keeper, but pretty good stats compared to his rating. And then Kabul and Mbia as center backs, pretty pacey and great defensive stats. Then Walker and Clichy, left back and right back. Sessegnon, 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, and a pretty good center mid to have. Then defensive player on the midfield, Tiote, 77 pace, 83 defending, and a good defensive player to have. And then the star of the midfield, I say, Juan Mata. Some really good all-round stats, 4-star skills, and a pretty good player. Right forward, Lennon with 4-star skills and a lot of pace, but that's pretty much all to him. Then Balotelli as the striker. I've heard a lot of people saying he should be a great striker, so time for me to try him out and see how good he really is. And then left forward, we got Asaidi from Liverpool, 5-star skills and 88 pace. So once the squad was done, I decided to go into the Gold Cup once again. I did think of going into the other tournament where you have to have 3 leagues represented in your squad, and I think the maximum is 5 leagues. But I do only have one squad which fulfill those fulfill that, and that is the Brazilian side. And I will not be able to play with them through the entire tournament without their fitness dropping. So I might build a hybrid side, and I want you guys to put your input, because I have a bunch of Serie A players, Premier League players, I have some Bundesliga players. So yeah, leave a comment below if I should build a hybrid side and go into the tournament after I'm done with this tournament. So yeah, leave a comment about that. And as you can see here, I get up 1-0 in this game. And here you see some really bad passing from Lennon, and he didn't really make any good passes whatsoever. He seemed just to be a player with a lot of pace, but not able to pass. And now look at this finish from Tiote. How lucky can you get? Hitting the post and then hitting the back of the goalkeeper, and I'm up at 2-0. And that was a really, really lucky goal, that one. But I will take it. And Tiote was a pretty good player to have in the squad. I really liked he really helped the midfield and got a lot of tackles in, and a great goal there from him. So yeah, 2-0 up, and after that I got a bit more skill moves going, because it kind of opened up a little bit more space. And here you see, it changed player just before I was about to shoot, and it completely messed up the shot from Balotelli. And the last chance of the game here, Asaidi getting quite lucky, getting the ball back. In the end, I find my way to Balotelli, and he does even though having 4-star skill moves, you can still do quite a lot of nice stuff. And here you see the game lacking quite a bit, and I knew here I want to do a roulette, but after that it went on to do a few more skill moves, and I lost the ball in the end. So that is the end of the first game, 2-0, and I go into the quarterfinals. But I still felt after playing this game, I couldn't really judge any of the players apart from Lennon. I felt he didn't do it for me in this game. His passing was really bad, and he just seemed like a player only with pace. So I went out and listed him and decided I will just put Ben Arfa on the right forward instead. He got 5-star skill moves, and he's a pretty good player. So yeah guys, this is all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.